Guys, picking a car is only going to get tougher for you because the choices are getting wider and wider. We've got Kia coming into India from Korea this year, MG from UK, and in 2020 we're going to see the arrival of a new French brand, Citroen, coming into India for the very first time. And they're coming in with this, the Citroen C5 Aircross SUV, which will be going up against the like of Jeep's Compass and Hyundai's Tucson. Well, this is very different from anything else we've seen, and this is a peg of the Citroen brand. Unique designs, and the second bit is if you're thinking SUV quotient, this C5 Aircross doesn't have 4x4, but it has grip control like drive modes. And it has 230mm of ground clearance and a special suspension that limits shocks to keep you comfortable. Which brings us to the next Citroen quotient. And the second bit is advanced comfort. Citroen say that comfort for the occupants on the inside is part of the Citroen experience. So a lot of what Citroens will offer in India is about making things that much easier, that much more comfortable for your time on the road. Can you see yourself spending time on the road with this, standing shoulder to shoulder with the competition? Well, we can. The C5 Aircross, well, it's a sizable SUV. In every which way, it's bigger than the Jeep's Compass. And well, it is going to be a somewhat premium product. Although Citroen want to make an aggressive entry into the Indian market, this, when it comes to India, isn't going to have the high levels of localization that future products will. This is going to be assembled in India with a lot of the parts coming from outside, which will mean it will have a little bit of a premium. But following that, in 2021, for the next 3 years, we will have all new products which will be debuting in the Indian market first, which will be created for the Indian market and then sent to other markets. These will have localization levels as high as 95% overall. And in India, Citroen is already ready to assemble engines, manufacture engines, drivetrains, and have a plant ready to assemble the cars here in India. The new C-Cube family of cars for India will use an existing Citroen platform adapted for Indian requirements, which means keeping the cost right. But the C5 Aircross is the flagship, and the experience should be. Now, C5 Aircross, what should we expect from it? Well, certainly a premium experience on the inside. You look at the cushioning here for the armrests, nice and softly padded, leather touches here on the dash, and everything has a distinctive design, and even the quality of materials used, whether it's the piano black here on the inside, feels rich and upmarket. Premium bits also include the electronic shifter, which looks cool, and there are the funky bits like the squared off aircon vents, and it feels properly youthful. As you would expect, this Aircross is packed with feel-good features, comfort features and safety systems. But which of these come to India remains to be seen, because Citroen will want to price it right. But some things will be standard. And when it comes to the unique Citroen factor, the seats, they say it has a additional kind of cushion inside it, which just gives you that added level of comfort. The suspension has been specially tuned to soak up bad roads, and that just sounds like perfection for Indian roads, doesn't it? Driving the C5 Aircross down the road in Europe are turbocharged PureTech 1.2-litre and 1.6-litre petrol engines. When it comes to diesels, you have the Blue HDI 1.5 and 2-litre options. But for our city streets, if you decide to take the back seat, it would be practical. Practicality, that's another important aspect of being a Citroen product. And well, you can see that here we've got 3 individual seats for the 3 occupants at the rear, and the seats also slide forward and back, so liberating boot space or liberating knee room here. I would say space is decent, headroom is about fine. I'm 5'6", but this also has a large sunroof here. That aside, storage spaces inside the cabin are supposed to be a strong point in Citroens, so we should expect this to be quite a family-friendly package. Impressive, huh? That's about 580 liters, expandable to 720. You can move the boot floor down to really open it up. And well, in terms of what we're going to get in India is a predominantly petrol-powered lineup. There will be diesels on offer when the C5 Aircross goes on sale towards the end of 2020, and it is expected to be before Diwali, right? And in terms of prices, well, we don't see this starting below 15 lakhs for sure. Maybe the 16-17 lakh rupee mark would be just about where it starts off. So yes, choosing is going to get more difficult, as you're going to get something distinctive and appealing, comfy and cozy, and there's the promise of value at its core. So get ready for a new French flavor with an Indian twist, coming in 2020.